What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcast for the next episode of Dying Light the Following. My name is Splattercat. We are looking for more monoliths, big old stone thingamadoobies that tell us stuff about history, maybe. Oh, this one looks like it's in the middle of a weird swamp field with maybe some toxic fumes. Maybe some UFOs around. Oh, man. What's happening here? I heard noises. Oh, there he is. One down. Oh, they're on top of those little pedestal things. Yeah, it was a terrible gunshot, but I'm willing to live with it. Ew, no, I'm inside shitty McSpitty goo. It's all over me. It's inside the place where I scuffed my knee last week when I was riding my bike. No.
Attila, I found one of those monoliths.
What do you see?
A big-ass stone, that's what. And also an old painting. It's a sun on top of a mountain crossed with a zigzag.
Anything else?
Yeah, someone added Amir Heart's jasmine on the side. Does that help?
All right, Mr. Crane, let's move on.
This guy would be the most difficult research partner ever. And I'm not talking about Attila. I'm talking about Crane. He is so unenthusiastic about this whole thing. We gotta find a way to get our car back. If we can't get our vehicle back, we ain't going nowhere. And we got a lot of stuff to get done. So I'm thinking... well, either way, we gotta go to the bridge crossing over there. God. Options look a little limited right now. Options are looking really, really limited. Yeah, let's head back to the car then. We don't really have much of an option. This could be a weird little walk for us. I've already cleared out this chunk of the map anyways, so it should be pretty uneventful. And uneventful is just the way that I like things. I don't know. Sometimes I wish things were more lively in my life, like I partied a little bit more, I went out a little bit more. But frankly, I think I found a good medium. Like every other weekend or so, I'll go out and do a thing with friends, and we'll have like a big group, and then...
Did you hear that? Someone's coming!
Hey, is somebody out there, please? We need help. Please, don't leave us here on our own.
I need a location, man, if you really need my help. I don't really know where you need me at. Oh, so close. So close. Almost nicked her on the side of the head. Is that you, man? Why are you pointing a gun at me? I'm trying to help you right now. Everybody's so hostile. We'll need better, like, friend skills. There we go. That's how we get inside the house. Just break a fat hole in the roof right before the rainy season. That's obviously the kindest way to enter. Was he on the top floor or the bottom floor? He's on the bottom floor. Ecology. William Shakespeare. I didn't enjoy Shakespeare at all when I was in high school. It was just... it was not for me. Zona the Space Dog. Epic video game adventure that you will never forget. I think I vaguely remember referencing Zona the Space Dog in the first game. I had toys like that when I was a kid, like handmade wood ones that my dad made. Or they were just like colored with a crayon or whatever. My dad would paint them and stuff, but he'd also let us color them with crayons if we wanted to. But my dad's a carpenter. He knows all sorts of... oh, look, she's got one of those swords, too. Like the ones with the kids that tried to murder me. What's up, Chief? I'm thinking maybe he wants me to do something outside first. Can I crack this door open right here? Nope, it's an event thing. Oh, man, we broke the game. We done went through and broke the game. Been doing that a lot lately. Breaking games. Just being all up inside of stuff that I'm not supposed to be up in. Oh shit, I threw a grenade around your children. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to, it just kind of happened.
You did it. You really did it. I can't even express how grateful I am. How grateful we are.
That's it. There's no monetary reward for alleviating your suffering?
We don't really have anything to give you, but at least treat this home as your own from now on. This house is your house too now.
A safe place to rest can be a real lifesaver. Thanks.
See, Kyle's got all kinds of friends in Haran right now, and he treats the whole thing like it's a giant debacle and a pain in his ass. But he's got friends everywhere. Oh yeah, we got across the... are we across the river yet? We are not across the river yet. Weak, because we need to be across the river yet if we wanted to get our car up and ready to go. Alright, so let's cut south hard. This is going to be one of them walking missions. Got this big bastard down and in over here. You don't want to do that. I'm I'm done with your shit, speedy zombies. Y'all need to shop at some different stores, too. You got the exact same outfit. You're here causing problems for me because you're grumpy about your wardrobe options. I cannot buy anything other than a blue shirt. I'm so upset. Off with her head. And then the rest of you are kind of supplementary zombies. I don't really care that much about supplementary zombies. Supplementary zombies is punks. So we're going to head southwards. We're going to try and make it to that next safe house. And if we can get out to there, that'll save us a whole bunch of time and effort in trying to get our car back. I wasn't really looking forward to spending half this episode trying to run down random stuff, but it should work out okay as long as we stay moving. Yeah, we've got a resupply place just like right south of here, if we can just hold this bearing. I can't chop that big white tree. I really, really wanted to, but they were like, nah, you can't do that, G. Yeah, I see you, you douchebag. I think there's a shrine over here or something. I can't really tell. Tall grass is kind of getting in the way. However, it seems weird that they would set up like this entire swamp zone and not put anything inside of it. Luckily, they seem to have about as much trouble finding me as I have finding them. Is there anything out here, or is it just like a giant waste of time? Airdrop stolen, obviously, but I don't see anything out here, but it seems like the kind of place where there would be something. It's odd that we've never been out this direction before. Let's go get our car back on that side, and then we'll drive to the final location. Hopefully allowing us to finish off this little quest. What does this guy want? He's got a hammer with him, so I'm assuming he's got some kind of construction contract going on. He's moving on up in the zombie world. Is that my safe zone over here? I think it is. Yeah, this is the place where we killed off that named monster. That's what I remember now. So it's an old-ass semi towing old-ass boats to wherever old-ass boats go to be sold and or end their life cycle. Alright, so save.
I die of thirst up here. I'm up in my hunting stand and there's 1,000 infected under me.
You sure about that, Thuzen?
Welcome. Please browse my wares.
Alright, I will browse, but just because you asked so nicely. Not because I like you or anything. Just don't get the wrong idea. So we'll sell our boulawa. Our boulawa is gone. Everything else I'm holding on to just in case. I would like to use this as an opportunity to refill our ammo if we can. Just buy all that shit out so that if we get any more fights, we'll have it covered. Got electrical arrows and a bunch of other stuff. Unfortunately, there's no... Actually, there might be. I know people had said they wanted to see the crossbow. I would have liked the crossbow a lot better in this game if it was wrist mounted. So if it was one of your like supplementary items that you hit the middle mouse for, like the grappling hook. I think it would have been more useful that way. And it's sort of unfortunate that it isn't more useful than... Okay, so the quick shooter I don't want. I'll take out the camo shotgun for right now and we'll make that work. I don't think I have anything else going on though. The anti-gatoid gun, I remember that one. I remember that one. I think we're more or less covered with most of this stuff. Alright, so we've got ourselves re-equipped. We got to order our vehicle back too. So let's go ahead and summon that by refreshing the screen. Once that comes all nice and back, we'll sprint on outside. I would like to take a look at the compound crossbow. Let's see what we can do here. How many arrows do I have? Like, do I even have any? Let's buy some arrows first just in case. Where do we buy arrows at? Like, right there? Special ammunition for the bow. I'll just take the steel bolt. Yeah, it looks great. Yeah, I would have liked the crossbow if it was like kind of a Assassin's Creed wrist item where you could fire it at people from there. Let's look at this thing. I know we haven't fired it yet, and I know people have wanted me to. I don't know how good the accuracy is. Doesn't appear to be that great. It does look like it puts him down, though. Oh, no. Kick his legs out from under him. Give him one of those bad boys. Does it one-shot him? If it one-shots him, it's not too terrible, but... Yeah, I mean, he just took one right between the eyes right there. And he's still up. I might as well use the pistol. It just tain't worth it. I'm always looking for any way to fold taint references into the channel here or there. You know, let's go back to the car. I don't want to mess around doing a bunch of, like, ancillary bullshit that we don't need to work on right now. Go back to our lady car. I don't think that I can go through a river. I doubt that that's going to work out amazingly well. Instead, we'll just follow this road around and hope that it curves in the direction that we needed it to curve in. Dink! Yeah, I think this looks about right. We should be on at least somewhat of a proper trajectory. Perfect. Trying to take out as many zombies along the way as I can, too. They're worth XP's. XP's for Jesus. Shitty. Well, I need you to calm down with your shenanigans, Shitty. Oh, it's a grenade? I totally didn't even know that. Time to make some friends. I don't know where those little bomb guys come from. They just seem to spawn on top of you every now and again. Ooh, got the arm and the hand. That's a good sword right there. That's a real good sword, because it doesn't look like he's putting a whole lot of weight behind it, and yet he's still getting all those decrepitations taken care of. So if my car's over here, it looks like we have to go down. Well, we got to go east, so either way, I think we're hiking. Either way, I think we're hiking. Oh man, we're going to have to walk back around too. Might be easier to jump the road over there. Get out of here, shitty McSpitty. Yeah, I'm thinking I may have made a wrong call. Oh, shit, no. Sometimes he was supposed to grab on right there, and for whatever reason he launched himself off of it. Really not impressed with some of the parkour mechanics in the expansion. Like, there's lots of dead walls that cannot be attached to and stuff like that. And I feel like it should all be universal. Like, every wall should be attachable because it's a parkour game, right? It just seems odd to me that so many walls, you cannot attach to them, you cannot grapple to them, you cannot do this, that, or the other. It's been a frustration for me during this playthrough, no joke. Like, sometimes he does things that he should not. Like, I was just holding down the spacebar right there. He should have climbed it, and instead he vaulted off of it because it didn't count as a parkour spot. Bit of an annoyance. I'll probably actually just launch off this cliff right here. It's actually one thing that I think the expansion does far worse than the first game is the parkour. And honestly, I bet it's just because they didn't have time to sit down and like put in every single surface. Probably could have taken a couple more weeks and done it though, and it would have made life a little easier for the player. Alright, let's whip this around. Perfect with that off-road. Doesn't seem to like the stones on the ground very much, but I can live with that. My job is not to make the boogie happy. Doesn't really seem to excel at off-roading either. There we go. As long as you can get traction on there, it should be okay. And what we need to do is get out now. There. A couple more of them dealt with. I don't know where they're all coming from. They all seem to be pretty upset with me, though. Oh, Christ. Oh, I got no medkits left, neither. Goody. This dude's up here throwing rocks. I got no medkits. What else could go wrong there, Castle? What else could go wrong? It looks like you can upgrade it, though. So if you can do the upgrade, or you can do... Okay, so do the upgraded, then we'll see if that's a little bit better. Now that we got the upgraded crossbow, maybe it'll do a tad more damage. I need medkits. And if I don't get those, like, right now, we have major, major, major issues. Perfecto. I would also like to see them allow you to craft as many as you want to craft at a time. Since time is not a constraint, since the crafting is not in real time, whatever. Doesn't seem like it matters that much to me. Man, he's hucking rocks from deep. He's hucking rocks like we owe him money. Down he goes. It gets simpler and simpler every single time. Another heavy balawa and a felling axe.
One of those monoliths was supposed to be here. It either evaporated or something pushed it into the water.
Appear to be so. Can I get back up if I go back down there? Looks like I might be able to on that right-hand side. Wingsuit! Man, those shallow water dives. You gotta work on his, like, horizontal projection when he goes out for a dive. There's our guy. At least I think that's it. Just looks like a fireball to me. Like, oh, gun. Alright, man, you gonna call this guy? Let's call this guy.
Attila, I got a monolith. It's underwater, but I could see the remains of a painting. There was, like, a head, I think.
Could it have been a mask?
Yeah, maybe.
Good work, Mr. Crane.
Alright, Attila, that's all of them. Now what?
You'll have to start climbing, I'm afraid. Head to the highest mountain you can find, to a place known as the Temple of the Sun.
And that's back over there. And they're really putting me through my paces with the runaround on this one. We're on our way. We're gonna travel to a pushpin in another place. It's not a new pushpin, though. It's a pushpin that we've seen before. It's a pushpin with which we have danced and pushed many, many times in the past. That pushpin likes to get around town a bit. It's a pushpin about the town, as it were. But we've got a little bit of travel time in front of us. Honestly, I don't know. Every time I try to make a cut for the travel times, I end up with, like, some random dialogue happening. Oh, no, not a survivor. He can't possibly do that. Looks like we've left another person to their death. You ever think it's weird how in video games you're responsible for, like, all the rescues and everything that happens? Like, there's never any supporting force out there to, like, make your life easier. Like, everything is basically just you running around solving all the problems. I've always felt like video games should do a better job at, like, what I liked about Gears of War. Whereas Gears of War was a little bit, you know, it was centered around the characters. At the same time, there was, like, a greater struggle going on, like, in the world. And I always felt like other people were doing other things. And I was just, like, a small part of that who happened to stumble upon, like, a big part of that. I don't know, maybe I was wrong in my interpretation of Gears of War. But video games always do that. They make it so that, like, you're the only guy that matters. Like, everybody else is inept. Everybody else is terrible. You're, like, super awesome, though, and everybody loves you. You're the only one that can save the dozens of little points all over the map. It'd be cool. I think a game should do that. Like, I always like that in Pokemon, too. How you had, like, a rival. Like, that person was also traveling around the world trying to do all the stuff that you were trying to do. And, yeah, it was all scripted, and you expected it at various places. But at the same time, it was cool that there was another person that was kind of like the hero if you weren't going to be. So, like, if you failed and you didn't complete the quest, it was pretty clear that Gary Oak was going to be the shit, and it was just going to suck to be you, because Gary was going to steal your thunder. This rock, oh man, I'm all beached up right now. I may have to teleport this one out of here. It's too hard. It's too hard. I can't do it anymore. It's time to put it back. I want you to know, this entire back part of the episode, I've had my hand on Ollie's head trying to keep him from attacking my microphone. He's so horrible about it, too. He's such a little monster. He almost puts my eye out the other night, and I forgive him like the gentle, wondrous, like, keeper that I am. And now he's gnawing on my arm while I try to hold him back from the microphone.
What do you see?
Just a whole lot of climbing.
I did warn you.
Crane sounds so grumpy about all this, although I'd be pretty grumpy about all this too. I'd be like, man, you need to get a jetpack or a helicopter or something. This is dangerous right here. This does not feel like a good plan. This feels like you could really end up with some serious, like, shoulder wounds and shit. You end up scuffed. I don't want to be scuffed. I don't want to catch the mountain's guff and create a scuff all up on the side of my duff. I don't know why she always comes. I don't know why she always comes with me on these adventures, but she does. Her name is Alice. Let's continue forward into the little cave with the weedy thing slapping me in the face, getting water all over me. Looks like this way, maybe. Crossing logs, not in the fog.
Time, Mr. Crane.
Not now, Attila. One wrong move and I'm a dead man.
But do you see anything?
Later, man. Seriously.
Oh, we made that jump I was expecting to. Well, no, we fell through the board. Damn it. I honestly, like, didn't expect to fall through that thing. I thought it was going to be perfectly fine. Like, the first one worked without me falling through, and I just ran straight across, and it didn't look like the board spacing was any different. It's possible that I just got really, really, really lucky, and that I'm just fantastic at board running. But actually, it kind of looks like... Oh, I don't know. Either way, I'm going to be paranoid, but maybe I followed it all the way on the right when I came through, and that's what kept me safe. I have no idea. Either way, I'm just going to grappling hook everything that looks scary from now on. I don't want to hoof it back up the mountain. It's too terrifying. Let's walk on the support beams because that seems safer. I mean, this whole thing seems just like a terrible idea. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I'd be like, nope, this adventure's over. It looks like we're not saving Haran. I'm not climbing up there with just like my balls and my word. No, thank you. And technically, my word is not going to be that helpful. My balls have a grappling hook attachment, so that's pretty sweet. However, the rest of it's just a mess. People getting wedded. I don't know about that one, man. Marriage is kind of terrifying. I don't know if I could go all in on that one. I'm going to be around you for the rest of my life? I don't know. I don't do so well with commitment and sticking things out. Like, YouTube is basically the only thing in my entire life other than music that I've stuck out. Like, there are two things in, like, 30 years of life that I have stuck out. I've stuck out my tongue a lot, too, because, I don't know, it's fun. And it makes me feel like I'm full of childlike whimsy, so don't judge me. But yeah, I don't know. Especially with a complex variable like another human being. It just seems risky. It seems very risky. What if you just like wake up one day and just like hate him? Ooh, that was close. Like with somebody for like 20 years and then one day you roll over and you're just like, man, that was a mistake. You never get that time back. That shit's terrifying. Like, yeah, you can get like a divorce or whatever. Just like, I don't care. But that you're just out that time. Like, you're out of it. Like, it's like life being like, GG, have better judgment. You're like, oh, how's it going to be like that life? Which is why I stay away from all forms of commitment. I never decide anything. I just waffle on the fence until somebody else makes the decision. Then later on, you use wordplay to take credit for it. Yeah. No, I'm just messing around. I'm just joking. Oh, my God. I can already see the essays in my inbox.
Okay, I'm at the top. It's an awesome view.
Let's get to work then, Mr. Crane.
Red mask. It's bulletproof, too. It's a bulletproof wooden red mask. That's pretty sweet. That was a weird grapple. That was one of those odd grapples that only comes up.
There's a painting of a bloody blade on one of the monoliths.
Anything else? A mask, perhaps?
No, should I be looking for a mask?
With the utmost diligence, Mr. Crane. This is very important.
I love how peaceful and calm that guy is while dealing with Crane just being like a baby about this whole thing. Granted, he had a...
Attila, I found this hole with, I don't know, I guess there are offerings inside it. There's a mask in here, too.
Is it red? If it's red, take it with you. Be careful with it.
Yeah, it's red. Should I take anything else? There's a lot of stuff in here.
No, that should be enough. I think you can come back now, Mr. Crane.
Okay, so I guess we gotta walk back to Attila's house. That being the case, I think I'm going to excuse myself so as not to bore you with the way that I'm going to get down this incredibly daunting mountain. My name is Splattercat. I will see you all later. This is Dying Light the Following. Hi do, everybody. I'll see you in the next episode.